My ex-girlfriend, the award-winning actress Sophia Williams, was filming a live reality show about revisiting her hometown, when she stumbled upon a grave with my name on it. Etched onto the headstone was a QR code, with the words Noah's last tapes carved above it in a playful, almost whimsical font. She frowned at the camera, her disgust palpable. Noah, you're the one who insisted on breaking up. What is this? What new game are you playing to get my attention? I'm with someone else now. The someone else she was referring to was a rising star, Ethan Hayes. The live stream chat exploded with comments, calling me a toxic ex who couldn't let go, a ghost from her past that refused to stay buried. The vitriol flowed until a single comment cut through the noise. Did none of you scan the code? I think he's actually dead. Sophia's annoyance deepened at the sight of the comment, her usually calm and composed expression cracking. He'll do anything to get my attention, won't he? It's pathetic. The viewers chimed in with teasing remarks. The only person who can rattle the unshakable Sophia Williams is her clingy ex. Seriously. He's the one who dumped her. Now that she's famous, he crawls out of the woodwork every other day to get a headline. Yeah, I heard he sent her letters and gifts just last week. No way he's dead. Fueled by the audience's skepticism, the show's production crew scanned the code and broadcast the video that loaded. The first frame was me holding a cancer diagnosis report, letting out a long, forced sigh of relief. Hey. It's day one. Day one of my diagnosis. And day one of our breakup. Happy breakup, Sophia. Sorry for ending things so suddenly. The last thing I wanted was to drag you down with me. I was dressed in a sharp suit, trying to look bright and handsome, but it couldn't hide the deathly pallor of my skin. Let me guess. You're crying, right? A career slump and a breakup hitting all at once. That's got to hurt. But, hey, you'll bounce back. I know you will. As it turned out, my predictions in the video had all come true. Someone dug through Sophia's old Instagram posts and found a series of bleak, melancholic captions from the days right after our breakup. Reigning ice queen of Hollywood, revealed to be so heartbroken and vulnerable, became a trending topic for days. Back then, Sophia had quickly archived all those old posts, giving only one public statement. I have someone better by my side now. It was right when her historical drama had become a massive hit. Her co-star, the male lead, was the popular young actor Ethan Hayes. And he had liked that post. So Sophia really had moved on quickly. Her fans were thrilled for her. Don't worry, though. I said in the video, I don't plan on bothering you. I just wanted to leave something behind. I've never asked for anything, Sophia. Just this once, let me be selfish. As I said that, my voice choked, the sound catching in my throat. The confident, handsome man from the start of the video seemed to shrink, replaced by a small, fragile boy. Perhaps not wanting anyone to see me in such a state. The first video cut off abruptly. Date April 9, 2019. Weather overcast. Hate lasts longer than love. Day 2 of the breakup. It's an overcast day. Perfect for feeling miserable, right? I was in my pajamas at home, brushing my teeth with one hand, while holding up my phone with the other, showing Sophia's sad post on the screen. Looks like you're taking it pretty hard, but I'm sure you'll get over it soon, I said, my voice light, a gentle smile fixed on my face. The live stream chat erupted in defense of Sophia. She was heartbroken over him for so long, and he just drops a casual get over it. You'd have more feelings for a dog you had for 7 years. He's a monster. Exactly. He doesn't even look sick. He's probably faking it for clout. I hope something bad really does happen to him. Just die already and stop torturing our Sophia in the video. After I spoke, I fell silent. The camera shifted to focus on my phone screen, showing a comment I'd left on her post from a burner account. Even when you're sad, remember to eat and rest well. A fan who will always support you. Sophia had replied almost immediately. Only one person used to care about things like that. You think I wouldn't recognize you? Just because you're using a different account. So, Noah. What's the point of this fake sympathy? Are you here to laugh at me? I stared at her words, frozen. After a long moment, I slowly typed back, yeah. It's exactly what you think. There was no reply. When I refreshed her profile, I found that she had blocked me. The chat filled with cheers. Yes. At him. Our queen knows her worth. She deserves so much better. This must be when she started building that tough ice queen persona. We should thank this asshole for that. Still, I'm so curious about what she was like before all this. Won't be. That must have been the darkest time of her life. The flood of hateful comments obscured the screen. No one noticed the boy in the corner of the frame, clutching his phone, his eyes turning red. Date May 2 ND. 2019 Weather sunny. I want you to be happy more than anyone today. Cough came to see you in secret. The moment the boy in the video appeared on screen, the barrage of angry comments suddenly stopped. Surprised to see me like this? To be honest, I'm not used to it either. It took a lot of courage to even get in front of the camera. The boy was wearing an ill-fitting wig. His cheeks hollowed out to a frightening degree. Yet his face still held that familiar, gentle smile. The camera panned to show the set of Sophia's first breakout role. She was playing the second female lead, acting opposite Ethan Hayes, who was then also a supporting actor. Amid a sea of fans cheering for the main actress, stood in a quiet corner, holding a small sign with Sophia's name on it, silently watching her perform. She had matured so much. Her features were sharper, her presence more commanding. The cheers for the lead actress grew louder in the chaotic noise. On some strange impulse, I called out her name. The next second, as if she'd heard me through the din, she looked up. Our eyes met. I immediately dropped my head, my heart hammering against my ribs. It was only for a second, but it was enough to make me flee the set before the scene was even over. Phew. Didn't see me, right? I was hiding in an alleyway, congratulating myself on my quick escape, when a firm hand gripped my wrist. You break my heart and then you come back to spy on me. Is this fun for you, Noah? Sophia was breathing heavily, her brow furrowed in anger. But the moment she got a clear look at my face, she froze. You. Haven't you been sleeping? I quickly composed myself, turning my head away. Yeah. I said, my voice cold. My new girlfriend keeps me up all night. She's a lot better than you. Her face instantly flushed with fury. Noah. You son of a bitch. Her words were cut short by Ethan's voice from behind her. Sophia. Why'd you run off mid-scene? The director is pissed. You okay? Hearing him, Sophia let out a heavy breath and released my wrist. You once told me, people who betray love deserve to swallow 1,000 needles. That was you. Forget it. Just don't come back here again. I kept my head down, saying nothing. She turned and walked away. I could hear Ethan asking, who was that? A friend of yours? And Sophia's reply, clear and cold. No one important. A bitter wave washed over me. By the time I looked up, tears had already blurred my vision. See? I whispered to the camera. I told you you'd grow stronger. You're right. I'm the one who betrayed our love. So let all the bad karma come to me. All I want is for you to be happy. The silence in the graveyard was absolute, save for the low hum of the production equipment and the distant, rhythmic chirping of crickets. Sophia Williams, the woman dubbed the Ice Queen of Hollywood, stood frozen. Her hand, which had been dismissively waving at the camera moments ago, now hung limp at her side. The live stream chat, once a torrent of insults directed at Noah, had slowed to a haunting crawl. Is this real? Look at his hands in the video. They're shaking. The date on the medical report, that was the day they broke up. Ethan Hayes stepped forward, his handsome face tight with a mixture of concern and something that looked suspiciously like irritation. He reached for Sophia's shoulder. Soph, this is a lot. It's probably a deepfake. You know how obsessed fans get. We should stop the stream. Sophia didn't move. She didn't even look at him. Her eyes were glued to the screen of the production monitor, where the video had looped back to the beginning. Noah's face, pale, sunken, yet radiating a warmth she hadn't allowed herself to remember, stared back. It's not a deepfake, she whispered. Her voice was thin, a thread ready to snap. I know the way he bites his lip when he's lying about being okay. I know that suit. I bought it for him for our 3rd anniversary. The director, sensing a viral moment that would define his career, signaled the crew to keep the cameras rolling. They scanned the next QR code. Date, June 15, 2019. Weather, sweltering. Title, The Sound of Your Success. The video opened with the sound of a hospital heart monitor, a steady, rhythmic beep beep beep. Noah was sitting in a plastic chair, and 4 poles standing next to him like a skeletal sentinel. He was bald now, the wig from the previous video gone. He looked older, tired, but his eyes were bright as he watched a small television mounted on the wall. On the TV, a younger Sophia was giving a red carpet interview. She looked radiant, her career finally taking flight. She looks good, doesn't she? Noah addressed the camera, his voice a raspy shadow of its former self. I heard the movie broke records this weekend. I wanted to buy a ticket, but the doctors say my white blood cell count is too low for crowds. So, I bought 10 tickets online instead. 10 empty seats for you, Sophia. Just so you'd have a little more room to breathe. He coughed, a harsh, wet sound that made the viewers in the live stream winch. Ethan seems like a good guy, Noah continued, a small, sad smile playing on his lips. I saw the tabloids. He holds your bag. He stands on your left because he knows you prefer your right profile. I'm glad. I was always too clumsy to be the perfect Hollywood boyfriend. I'm just glad someone is there to catch you. In the graveyard, Ethan's grip on Sophia's arm tightened. Sophia, we're leaving. Now. Let go, Sophia said. It wasn't a scream. It was a command. Sophia, this is a circus. He's manipulating you from the grave. If he's even in the grave. Sophia turned to look at Ethan. It was the first time she had truly looked at him since the video started. He's talking about things I never told the press, Ethan. How did he know about my right profile? How did he know I hate being touched on the left side when I'm nervous? She turned back to the headstone. There were 12 QR codes in total. She pointed at the technician. Play the next one. The next few videos were a descent into the reality of terminal illness. Noah's decline was documented with a brutal, whimsical honesty. He joked about the taste of hospital food, the fashionable hospital gowns, and how he was saving a fortune on haircuts. But through the humor, the truth bled out. August 20th, 2019. Noah was in a hospice bed. He was struggling to breathe. I got a letter today, he whispered to the phone. Well, not a letter. A legal notice. From a talent agency. Telling me to stop contacting Sophia Williams. Saying I was damaging her brand. I haven't called her in months. I haven't sent a single text. The camera panned to a stack of letters on the nightstand. They were all addressed to Sophia. All of them were stamped returned to sender or refused. I just wanted to say goodbye, Noah whispered, a single tear tracking through the pale dust of his skin. But I guess the Ice Queen needs her palace walls high. It's okay. I'll just leave these here. Maybe one day, the wind will blow them to you. The live stream chat was a war zone. Who sent the legal notice? Sophia, did you know about the letters? Look at Ethan's face. He looks like he's seen a ghost. Sophia felt a coldness spreading from her chest to her limbs. She remembered that summer. She remembered her manager and Ethan telling her that Noah was hounding the office, demanding money, trying to sell stories to the tabloids. They had told her they handled it. They told her he was a leech. Ethan, Sophia said, her voice trembling. Did you block his letters? I was protecting you. Ethan snapped, his golden boy persona finally cracking under the pressure of millions of witnesses. You were finally becoming a star. You were unstable, crying every night over a guy who dumped you. I gave you stability. I gave you a career. You gave me a lie, Sophia whispered. She stepped toward the grave, her expensive heels sinking into the soft earth. She knelt, ignoring the mud staining her designer dress. She scanned the final QR code herself. The final video was different. The quality was poor, the lighting dim. It was filmed vertically, likely on a phone held by a trembling hand. Noah was no longer in a bed. He was sitting on a bench in a park, the same park where they had their first date. It was night. The lights of the city twinkled behind him like fallen stars. Hey, Soph, he said. He sounded peaceful. If you're watching this, it means you finally came home. It means the show, or the curiosity, or maybe just the universe, brought you to this spot. He leaned back, looking up at the sky. I'm not angry. I want you to know that. Not at the breakup, not at the silence, not even at the cancer. Because for 7 years, I got to love the girl who used to steal my hoodies and cry over Pixar movies. The world sees the Ice Queen. I see the girl who's afraid of the dark and puts too much sugar in her coffee. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, crumpled piece of paper. I didn't die in a hospital, Sophia. I didn't want to. I'm going to go now, back to the house. I left one last thing for you. Under the floorboard in the attic. The one that creaks when you step on the left side. He looked directly into the lens. Don't let them turn you into stone, Sophia. You were always meant to shine, not to freeze. I love you. Happy breakup. Happy life. The screen went black. The reality show didn't end there, but Sophia did. She walked off the set, ignoring the producers, the cameras, and Ethan's frantic apologies. She drove herself to the old, dilapidated house on the outskirts of town, the house she had vowed never to return to. The production crew followed at a distance, but the local police, tipped off by the sheer chaos of the live stream, blocked the perimeter, giving her the first moment of privacy she'd had in years. Inside, the house smelled of dust and dried lavender. She climbed the stairs to the attic. Her heart hammered a frantic rhythm against her ribs. She found the floorboard. It creaked, just as he said. Underneath was a metal box. Inside were the letters. Hundreds of them. But there was also a journal. The entries weren't about her. They were about him. His fears, his pain, and his secret. As she flipped through the pages, she found a receipt dated 2 weeks ago. Sophia froze. 2 weeks ago. She looked at the date on the headstone, October 14, 2019. If he died in 2019, how could there be a receipt from 2 weeks ago? She dug deeper into the box and found a burner phone. There was one saved contact, the caretaker. She pressed call. The phone rang 3 times before a voice answered. A voice that was older, raspier, but unmistakably his. I wondered if you'd find the creaky board, sophomore. Sophia's breath hitched. Noah. I'm not a ghost, the voice said. But I am a dead man. The cancer went into remission in 2020. A miracle, the doctors called it. But by then, you were with him. You were the Ice Queen. You were happy. If I came back, I'd just be the ex-boyfriend who ruined your momentum. I'd be a scandal. You let me mourn you, she screamed into the phone, tears finally breaking the dam. You let the world hate you. I let the world hate a dead man so they would love a living woman, Noah replied softly. The grave is empty, Sophia. I bought the plot and set up the QR codes when I thought the end was certain. When I lived. I decided to stay dead. It was easier for you. Easier. I've been hollow for 5 years. Are you hollow now? He asked. Sophia looked at the letters spread around her. She looked at the reality of the man who had sacrificed his reputation, his identity, and his very existence just to ensure she never had to look back in guilt. Where are you? She whispered. Look out the window, sophomore. She ran to the small attic window. Down the street, past the police line, past the throngs of fans and cameras, stood a man in a heavy coat and a hat. He was thin, leaning on a cane, but he was standing. He raised a hand in a small, tentative wave. The grand finale, breaking the ice. The live stream was still running, though the cameras were only capturing the exterior of the house. The world was waiting. Sophia Williams didn't walk out to give a statement. She didn't call her publicist. She walked out of the house, through the mud, past the cameras, and past Ethan Hayes. She walked straight to the police line and pointed at the man in the distance. That man, she said to the cameras, her voice amplified by the hundreds of microphones held toward her. That man is the love of my life. And he is very much alive. The scandal that followed was the largest in Hollywood history. Ethan Hayes' career evaporated overnight as the depth of his and the management's manipulation came to light. The Ice Queen persona was shattered, replaced by a woman who walked away from a multi-million-dollar contract to live in a small house in a small town. The final video uploaded to Noah's last tapes wasn't a recording. It was a photo. It was a photo of two sets of feet on a porch, one in a pair of expensive designer flats, the other in worn-out sneakers. The caption read, "Love doesn't need to stay buried. It just needs to wait for the spring." Noah and Sophia didn't return to the limelight. They didn't need to. The man who had been a toxic ex and the woman who had been heartless found something better than fame. They found the truth. And as for the grave, it remained in the hometown cemetery, the QR code still active. But now, when people scanned them, they didn't see a tragedy. They saw a roadmap of how far one person would go to protect the person they loved, and how, sometimes, the only way to truly live is to let your old self die.